Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. Last night, the Lakers had a preseason matchup with the Minnesota Timberwolves, in which they lost the game by 5 points. And amongst the basketball that was played, there was a few other scenarios that happened in the game that I am also going to talk about. So let's get right into it. Last night, we played the Timberwolves. LeBron finished with 25, 11. AD finished with 19 and 13. And the rest of the starters, played about 20 to 25 minutes and, got their work in, what have you. Just my objective about the game. Lakers first unit looked pretty good. We've been seeing different combinations of the starting lineup, whether that's Lonnie Walker, whether that's Austin Reeves, or whether that's or whoever or Juan Toscano Henderson that's also played starting minutes at that 2-3 position, that just that other forward wing position we have available. So, and also, Patrick Beverly has been starting a few games. So it looks like Beverly and Westbrook probably for the start of the season will be starting together at the dual guard spots, which will be okay because the Lakers lacked a lot of perimeter defense last season, and Patrick Beverly will definitely shore that up. Also, the Lakers look really good. Also, Anthony Davis looked really good. He got to block shots, play defense, look just real good in the post, real good running the floor, and just other aspects of his game. He looked pretty good that last night. I will also say it looks like the Lakers, for the most part, will be running the small ball lineup with AD at the 5, LeBron at the 4. So there's nothing I can do. So it looks like the Lakers are going to just roll that out. But it does look like the centers will get minutes to play. So AD isn't playing the 5 the whole game, which is okay. But I guess from what everyone else is saying, in order for the Lakers to maximize their just their skill set and the players they have, AD is going to have to play the 5, which I guess I'm going to have to be okay with. But as you all know, I'm not a fan of the small ball because I'd just rather AD play the 4 and it gives him more freedom. He doesn't have to bang as much down low to play in the game. But I digress. The Timberwolves also, they also look pretty good, and they didn't play Cat or Gobert, which is going to be a Twin Towers that's going to be blocking a lot of shots, grabbing a lot of rebounds, deterring a lot of people away from the rim. So I am curious to see how the Timberwolves play during the season because as I say, I like the big man play. I like when the Twin Towers. I like the 4 and the 5 traditional combo. I like to see that. So I am curious to see how that shapes out during the season. But let's get into it. Y'all know we're here to talk about Westbrook. So it was a few clips last night that surfaced where Westbrook wasn't joining the team in the huddle, didn't come out with the team to start the game, just amongst a few other things. And as I see it, y'all know I'm a real big Westbrook fan, real big Westbrook guy. I was trying to defend him so much last year, but it is just too hard now to defend what Westbrook does because it just looks like blatant. He's not all there with the Lakers, which is, I mean, that's not okay, but it's nothing we can really do beside this point because who openly willingly wants to trade for Westbrook and bring those shenanigans to their team, their franchise? I don't really see no one doing it, so that's just a bullet we're gonna have to bite and take. And among other things, what would make a GM think that if Westbrook comes to your team, he's gonna just suddenly have a change of heart, change overnight? I don't believe it. Neither does anyone else, probably. But that's what we get for gambling all those players, all the future, and all those players we had on a championship roster that we had constructed only three seasons ago. So this is what we get for blowing up that whole team and not sticking with it and not trying to use those pieces right now. And honestly, Kyle Kuzma would look really good on the Lakers right now. This team right here would have been his perfect opportunity to shine, take all the shots he needed, and get the ball where he needed. But in hindsight's 2020, so we can't go back and fix that. In hindsight, the Westbrook trade up until this point has not, panned out well for the Lakers. So enough about the Westbrook. Let's get on to the Lakers. The Lakers play their next game against the Kings Friday night. Possibly I might be there, I might not, just depending on what my schedule looks like. But I will be back to talk about that game. But just Laker basketball in general. Our young guys, our guys that aren't the core players, the Schroeders and the bench players and the other guys, we're going to be expecting a lot out of those guys come seasons start. So it's better for them to work out their kinks now and get their game situated for the real season. Other than that, I don't really see too much of those guys impacting basketball on the floor for the Lakers, but I do have a few bright spots. I didn't get to talk about Kendrick Nunn last time, but Kendrick Nunn and Schroeder and whoever else the Lakers bring off the bench, hopefully we get Reeves in the starting lineup because I feel like that's where he'll be the most effective. But I digress. Kendrick Nunn working with the second unit for the Lakers will be pretty much what that boost we needed last season when LeBron or AD was off the floor. And I feel like Kendrick Nunn, a guy that can get you 10, 12 points a game and knock down a few three-pointers, is very, very necessary in the NBA. You just need those type of players, especially when you have an aging LeBron and sometimes an inconsistent Anthony Davis. So Kendrick Nunn, this is also your time to shine, your time to go out there and make your money and do what you need to do to progress the team. And also, Schroeder, I think Schroeder played his first game last night for the Lakers this preseason, in which he looked pretty. He was okay. You know, he didn't. Nothing popped out to me on the stat sheet, and his play didn't really change because we already know what Schroeder is capable of and what he can do in this league. So, Schroeder for the most part looked like Schroeder. I will also say I do feel like the Lakers are still lacking in the forward department, even though we have LeBron James, just someone else that can spell LeBron when LeBron gets tired and just take up his minutes when he goes to the bench. Juan Toscano Anderson. It looks like Juan Toscano Anderson, and let's just call him JTA. Looks like JTA and Lonnie Walker will be probably taking LeBron's minutes when he goes to the bench, which won't be a bad thing because AD will probably be on the floor and vice versa when LeBron's off the floor, or when AD's off the floor, LeBron will be on the floor in those minutes. But other than that, I just want to say the Lakers might maybe make a move at the trade deadline. Maybe they might move one of those picks, probably not, but we'll just have to see. But then again, back to the Westbrook saga, I just don't know what the Lakers plan on doing with Westbrook. It looks like he doesn't want to be here. We all know the Lakers don't want him here. So Westbrook he's been a question these last two seasons, but other than that, we'll just see how the season pans out. Yeah, but back to Westbrook once again. I'm just at a loss for words. I would rather him just take the professional route and just try to be a good teammate to the guys on the team, because those guys aren't the ones who has the power to trade him. It's the people in the front office who have the power to do that. I just wish Westbrook would just be a better teammate at times. But this is why we signed the other guards. This is why we signed Schroeder. This is why we have none in case Westbrook doesn't pan out. And I'm just at this point, it's just wait and see with Westbrook. It's just wait and see. So yeah, that's my recap for the game. Any questions, any comments, concerns, drop them in the comment box below. Until next time, peace.